Hey friends, Jennifer here with Moreau Family Farm. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the channel. Yeah, the ducks. We are gonna let them out and see what happens. Where are the ducks? I don't even see them. Oh, I see the ducks. They went right back into their... One of them actually went back in and the other one's on the outside. So we'll just leave it open for them. I'll get back to them in just a second. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get him fed his bottles. Then I'm going to come in here and clean up this mess here. And then, this is kind of funny, sits very nicely right on the window lock. And then it can drain right into the sink. So it's actually, it works out fine. And that's that. So then I'll clean all this up, set it over here, let it dry, and then we'll be done for the morning. But for right now, as you guys know, this guy's out here. Come on, booger. Oh, lady. You making me trip on you? Today we're also going to be working on the flooring, I think. We're going to put down some self-leveler. Okay. All right, buddy. All right. Ow! Oh my gosh. He's being a little aggressive this morning. He bit my finger. He's never done that before. Could be because of lady. Lady, stop. Go lay down. I bring him inside to do this. Sometimes I'll go and sit down on the steps right there because he'll come right in, but it's just easier sitting here because it's wet out there. And he sucked that down like it was nothing. Now for round two, I'm also doing this with my left hand, which probably doesn't make it any easier. For me, anyways. So this Popeye is the only animal that we're bottle feeding. And then, as you saw in the video, we have some new baby chicks that were born. And I saw them this morning. They're out here, just somewhere out here in the backyard. They like to stick around the fig tree that's on the other side of that big tree right there. But feeding this guy does not take long at all. He is super, super quick. And like that, he is done. Oh, you drink too fast. You drink too fast, mister. Yeah, you drink too fast. And now, because I don't want him to go tinkles in the house, he's got to go back outside. Come on. No, Olive, you cannot come in. Go on, kids. Go and play. Nope, Olive, you cannot come in. Whew. Like that, we're done. They're going to hang out for a little bit, but then they'll go play. So, like I was saying, as you can see, both ducks are right back into their comfort zone. The door's open. They can go in and out if they want, but it's probably going to take them some time. They're comfortable there. Silly ducks. Well, we'll keep an eye on them. See how things go for the day. And, oh, there's the baby chicks. Told you they were around here. There they are. And, of course, I mean, as you guys know, Lady acts funny around the baby animals. Like newborn baby animals. She'll stalk them. She acts weird around them. I have another thing that I'm going to show you here in just a second. But, you know, she seems to go after more of the dead animals. That chicken out there is going to fight till the death to protect her babies. And Lady does catch a hint pretty quick. If she goes after one of those chicks, which I don't, she might go up and like look at it or whatever, but at the second she even gets close to those chicks, that mama hen is going to jump on her and lady will back off. This is how it's been. She's very good at catching a hint and saying, okay, I guess I'm not going to do that. She is literally laying right here. She did not make that dirt mound right there. That was actually made by the chickens while they were finding a place to do a dust bath. So I guess lady decided that she wants to lay there and stay cool too. But the other thing is we have a bird. Alexia has been wanting a parrot for like the last, oh goodness, probably 3 or 4 years. She's been wanting a bird now. And even though we're not really ready for a bird at the moment because our house isn't done yet, she really wanted one for her birthday this year. And we told her that it would have to wait until after the floor was done. And her birthday was in April. And we weren't ready and we told her no. But she found, or we found, this, I think it's like close to being a cinnamon green cheek conure, and she got it for a really good deal. She bought this parrot and this cage with her own money that she's been saving, and she did really good. Growing up, I've always owned birds, probably from the, I think I was like 10 years old when I got my first bird, and I started off with a Quaker, and then we had like cockatiels and parakeets and stuff like that. But then as I got a little older, I ended up getting a blue front Amazon, and I also had a Patagonian conure, which was my all-time favorite bird, but unfortunately that bird got eaten by my dog when I wasn't home. That's another story in itself. But yeah, we've always had birds, and I thought that this bird would be a really good first start for Alexia, and she's super cute. She is 7 months old. She's sweet. She's hard to get out of the cage, but once she's out, she is not a biter. She is super sweet and really, I'm trying to get it to focus. Give me a second here. There we go. And she seems to really like Alexia. Her name is Chica because they were calling her Chiquita or Lolita, and look at her staring at me. She's so cute. She's so cute. Hi. Hello. Hi, Chica. Chica. She's a pretty girl. She's a cute little thing. So anyways, Alexia is like over the moon excited. She absolutely loves this bird. And she's very sweet. So it's a really good first bird. My Quaker I was the only person that was able to touch my bird. His name was Charlie, and he was a little monster. He would bite. He was a biter. I'd always have to like kind of grab his beak and tell him no. But anyways, this bird doesn't seem to really want to bite. She's sweet. You can kiss her, love on her, hold her, pet her, whatever. So Alexia, like I said, she's super excited, and I'm proud of her for taking the responsibility. If she wanted something, she paid for it herself. So it's a good thing for her to be responsible. And she knows that she's got to clean up after it and feed her and stuff like that. You guys, look. The ducks came out on their own. Yay! Isn't that exciting? They're out. They went back in. Now they're out. They're exploring. I'm so proud of them. So proud. Hey, ducks. Hi. Hi, babies. You came out. Hello. They're so pretty. Oh, I love having my Peking ducks again. subflooring did match up with most of the areas in the living room and down the hall. There hasn't been any issues like with this area right here. However, by the fireplace, there has been a lot of deterioration underneath the floor. So, and there kind of still is to a certain extent. So we're trying to match those up. Once we put down the actual wood flooring, we're going to have to put down some self-leveler. So that's what Antonio is doing. He's trying to make the floor nice and even. So at least when we put the self-leveler down, it's not going to cause some issues with that. Yesterday, he went underneath the house and put a couple of pilings under there and jacked up the floor a little bit. Right here in this area, it really dipped pretty bad. Oops. So anyways, the reason why you use this stuff is because, as like I said earlier, we have a lot of issues with unperfect flooring on a brand new house. If it's a concrete slab, then it should be perfect flooring. But when you have crawl space and stuff like that, sometimes it's challenging to get perfect flooring. So, like I was saying, he raised the floor over here underneath the best that he could. We heard a lot of cracking, and you can only do so much. You can see there's already cracks in the brick, so we don't want to do too much craziness. So we're just going to fill in the rest of it with the self-leveler, which a lot of it is in this section right here for the most part, but that's okay. That's what it's for. We'll see how it goes though, and I'll keep you guys posted. So what he's going to do is he's going to pour it, and it's called self-leveler for a reason. It's going to self-level the best that it can. We'll use something to kind of spread it just a little bit, and it'll fill in where it needs to fill in. So yeah, right now he's just going into the smaller areas that have uneven flooring, like this small spot right here. Oh yeah, definitely between the flooring here. Oh, that's a good spot for it actually. Right in here, we are going to be, moving all of this stuff out and putting the new floor in there as well, obviously. But there was a gap, so he's just filling in that gap right there. And we filled in the floor where there were some cracks, so we don't waste a bunch of the self-leveler as well, because self-leveler is more expensive than gaps and cracks. Great stuff, whatever. So, I mean, if you can fill in some gaps first, that would be good. Now, also, between the floor and the brick on the fireplace, there was a gap. I'll show you on the other side really quick. There's kind of like a gap between the plywood and the brick. So he's going to fill in that section first. Not sure where he just went, but he's going to be filling in this narrow section here. And he put down some moisture barrier tape. So if y'all don't know, Antonio here, my wonderful husband, is a jack of all trades. He actually does know quite a bit, and I will say he could be slight master at a good amount of it. So anyways, he knows what he's doing, and he knows how to work with concrete. So this is a type of concrete material, and he hates being wasteful. Isn't that right? So what he's doing right now is right kind of like in this area here. It seemed like the concrete was going down into something. So he's so smart. He grabbed just a paper towel, because it's just a very thin area where it's leaking, maybe under the second piece of plywood or straight down into the crawl space. Wherever it's going, it's going down. So he's using the paper towel just to kind of band-aid it and stop the leaking. And so far, it actually seems to be working. How long does it take for this stuff to dry? Like, not completely dry, but like hard enough, let's just say. Do you know? 2 hours? Okay. So it starts to stiffen up fairly quick, but then it should be completely dry, I guess.
It should give 24 hours.
Well, right, for sure, 24 hours.
You'll see a change quick.
He knows that he may possibly have to put the self-leveler over here in this corner. So anywhere there might be a gap that goes down into the crawl space, he's going to fill those gaps. Because, again, we just don't want any leaking of this liquid material, the concrete, because that would be very wasteful. And just to kind of show you, I'm going to get up close here. So this right here is the particle board down here, and then obviously this is a separation from the brick mortar from the particle board, and there's a gap here. So if he has to put the self-leveler here, it's going to leak through this gap. Now, possibly, like, who knows where this is going? Is it going down into the crawl space, or is it going to stop once it gets back in there? We don't know. So what he's doing is he's just going ahead and putting some paper towel in there just to prevent it, just in case. Better to do it now than have to stick his fingers in the concrete like he did over in the other area. So just preventative measures. And again, it's just rolled up paper towel, nothing fancy. It doesn't have to be. The concrete will soak into the paper towel easily without causing any kind of issues. And it's just a little quick fix. Tips and tricks. Of course, he could have added like that stuff there as well, but that is a pain in the butt to work with, because as you can see, once you spray it in, it expands a lot. So then you would have to cut all of the excess off, and this is just a much quicker, cheaper fix, and it'll work just fine. Alright, I'm going to have to make this super quick. Just wanted to show you guys that he is starting to put down the floor, and it's going to look so good when it's done. Even Lady's already enjoying it. I've caught her laying on the center here rather than on the plywood. Yeah, because it's cooler. She likes it. So we've got pretty much all of our stuff over that way. It'll be really nice once the house is cleaned up and ready to go. And then I've got to figure out what I'm doing with that wall over there, and I've got to tackle that. But that shouldn't be too much of a big deal, hopefully. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to this. We're doing from this side over first, and then once we're starting to work on that side, we can move the couch and all that other stuff onto this side, and then we'll have to move out the fridge, the stove, and the dishwasher to get underneath that area. Then once all the flooring is done, we can start doing the kick plates in the front of the cabinets here and start working on the trim around the edges of the floor. So that's going to be really nice to see that come together. What is it, lady? You better stop licking those lips, girly. She's really intrigued with little Miss Chica. Chica bonita. Hi, pretty girl. Chica. Anyways, I will show you the finished product. Just wanted to show you that we're getting it started, and that's it, really. There's not much to really show you guys. It's just locked together. It's the same stuff that we put in the bedrooms, and yeah, it's gonna look really pretty. Well, guys, I got everything cleaned up, and does it look nice? Loving the floor. It is so much cooler in here. Maybe that's a figment of my imagination, but this floor stays nice and cool. Just got finished cooking dinner, so I actually am going to be buying a cabinet tomorrow. It's not what I was expecting to do, but I found a cabinet to go in here, and it has a butcher block countertop, and it's the same color as these, so I think it's going to look really nice. And of course, these shelves are going to be real wood, not this particle board stuff, and I'm going to have them stained the same color as our countertop. The shelves are not going to be butcher block. It's just going to be wood. And I wish maybe I'll post a picture up in the corner here and show you. Or once the barn door's up, I think it's going to look kind of cool. And if I want to paint it in the future, I can. With the table being over there, it just frees up a whole lot of space right here, and it feels empty and plain. I don't know what I'm going to do over here. I'm probably honestly just going to leave it like this. The refrigerator, we had this from before we had our fridge in the kitchen, and to be honest with you, I'm just keeping my creamer in here for right now. I'm sure I'll find some other stuff to put in there. Another thing I got is this incubator. Got this off of Temu, and I was talking to somebody in Tractor Supply, and they ordered the same exact one. We actually both went on the Temu website, and she pointed it out for me, and she said that she had a 90% success rate with it. So I was like, all right, well, that's good enough. And it was cheap. It was only like 30 bucks. So I was like, all right, I'll try it out and see if we like it. And that way, if we need to ever hatch our own chickens for food or whatever, at least we have a way to know that we can have some fresh chicken. But anyways, tomorrow Antonio said that he's going to start cutting the wood so we can start working on the trim and the trim for the door here and all this other fun stuff. Oh, another thing I want to talk to you guys about is I ordered this. Believe it or not, I bought this off of TikTok. Okay, guys? Like, yeah, I did it. I've been wanting a cordless vacuum for a while, and I did the Homika 28PA, and so far, you guys, I love this thing. It is pretty quiet. Like, this is the quietest vacuum I've ever had, and it works so good. So very good, especially like cleaning up all of the bird seed. This bird makes a mess, you guys. You see all this seed down here? This is nothing. She ends up getting down there and she'll push all that stuff down onto the floor, and this vacuum will just suck it right up. So if you want information on the vacuum, let me know. I'd be glad to do a demo test with you guys on my YouTube channel. Maybe if Homika sees that I'm doing it, maybe they'll want to give me some sort of a deal. But anyways, I do love the vacuum. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this process with us of getting our house from the situation that it was in before to what it actually looks like now, where it actually is starting to finally look like a real home that a lot of stuff can be done in. I cannot wait to see this wall finished. That's going to be a process only because of all the cracks and stuff. Gosh, they're so deep. You could even see them from here, and I'm not even zoomed in on them. But that's going to be a project for sure. But look how beautiful the kitchen looks. It's so functional. The floor looks absolutely just so pretty. Guy, yeah, we'll turn you around. You see him back there? He's something else. That kid's a mess. But anyways, guys, I am so excited. I'm so happy that we're finally down to just the small things getting done, or they might not necessarily be the small projects, but it's not like a dire need that I need to have this stuff done. The flooring was the last biggest thing that I was waiting on besides the kitchen, and it is done. You guys, he has done such an amazing job. I had to go back and pick up 2 more boxes of flooring, but we got, sorry for the plunger, but that's my bathroom hallway closet. But yeah, you know, we were just barely able to piece in the small pieces. When I had ordered the flooring, I thought I had ordered enough for the entire house, but we were actually 2 boxes short. So yesterday I took a ride to Tallahassee and I picked up 2 more boxes, and it was just barely enough. We didn't measure anything. We're just like, 2 boxes should be plenty. Well, guys, like I said, he was taking pieces from scraps that he had cut and stuff like that, and he made it look amazing. He did such a good job, and I'm so happy that he made it work. Another thing was he put in the edge pieces that goes from the tile to the floor, so he got that finished up today, and we finished it up right here too, so I'm so glad. So it looks finally put together and just so pretty, so nice. Yeah, well, you can't see it here. And I don't know if I showed you, but we got a new hallway light, which is super cool. And last thing we have to do is put the trim around here, and at least the hallway will look finished. And we need to put a corner piece on this edge right here. It'll be something just more like this, just a regular old corner piece. And then the trim. Yay, it's been 11 months and counting. 11 months, you guys, almost a full year to get this. It's a small house, but boy, this small house had a lot of issues. I can't even tell you how many issues we had to deal with when putting this house together, but it's done. Well, I say done only because the floor is in, but it's done. Like, it's super livable, it's super comfortable, and I'm happy. So that's all that really matters, is that I'm finally happy. And yeah, it's been a lot. Like, just thinking about it is making me emotional, but we got it done. Finally we got it done. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this process. It's been a challenge, but we got it done. And I thank you guys for hanging out with us and being a part of our journey. And we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So we're gonna do something once we hit 1,000. I think we're at like 950 or something like that the last time I looked. So we're very close to hitting our first milestone. And I'm excited to hit that. I have something planned for you guys once we hit that milestone. We'll do like little sweepstakes, and you know, winner will get some sort of merch. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be something that you guys love. I'll make it something versatile for everybody. And that's it. Again, you guys, thank you so much. And until next time, you be blessed. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.